For my community advocacy speech, I gave myself a 83.50. On my introduction, I gave myself a 13 because it was a topic that was relevant to the community and that I was talking to, which were people from Houston, and I addressed that throughout the speech and in the introduction. It was original because it was the first time I used a story to open up my introduction, and my transitions from introduction to body were smooth. On my body, I gave myself a 25 because the points that I made supported the thesis and showed the problem. My citations were said smoothly and integrated well in the speech, and the arrangement of my body was well for the purpose of the speech, and there was a variety of supporting materials, and the transitions were complete throughout the body of the speech. For my conclusion, I gave myself a 13.5 because I brought it back to what I had talked about in the introduction, about it being a big issue that affects all Houstonians and how it's our duty to fight it. Also, I thought it was unique because I gave the number for the National Human Trafficking Resource Center instead of just one for Houston, because I know that the students in our class that are going to watch this online, that's a number that they can use as well if they decide to jot it down. For my delivery points, I gave myself a 19.5 because I didn't make a lot of eye contact with my audience. I went from my iPad to the PowerPoint, and I looked down at my iPad a lot, and I did give eye contact, but it wasn't a lot. And I said a lot. And then for my overall impression, I gave myself a 12.5 because I gave new and relevant insight on the topic that needed to be addressed. I referenced audience throughout the speech when I said we, because I was referring to all of everyone who's in the audience as Houstonians. So with a 13 on my introduction, a 25 on my body, a 13.5 on my conclusion, a 19.5 on delivery points, and a 12.5 on the overall impression, that comes out to an 83.5 that I gave myself on the community advocacy speech.